to only expect things from people when you're willing or when you're capable of doing it on your own or of being it on your own. This rule counts not only for romantic relationships, but with dealing with other people in general. When it comes to work, when it comes to your family, to loved ones, it doesn't matter. We cannot expect them being something towards us when we are not capable or when we are not willing to be the same thing for them. So many people, when it comes to dating, you see online, you see people throwing out all these expectations when it comes to how much he or she should earn, how he or she should act in a relationship, but they are not willing to be that person towards them. And I would think that this can work. Maybe you find someone who fulfills these expectations, even if you're not able to be that for them. But I don't think this can last. I don't think that over time you will be appreciated at all. And maybe you unconsciously won't appreciate them. So when we have expectations, let's say you have like a character trait you always wanted in a partner and you desperately want that, why don't start with being or showing that character trait on your own towards other people? When you want someone who's gentle and loving and kind to everyone, why not start with being it? When you want someone who is appreciating all of your work and all of everything of you, your character, when you want appreciation, why not start with appreciating other people and appreciating the people you like? When you want someone who earns a lot of money, how about starting with like working on yourself, on earning more money? We will attract what we are. When we are kind and loving towards the world, and it all comes down to the emotional state we are in. When we live anxious all the time, we will meet anxious people and we will end up with anxious people. But when we feel love all the time, of course you can feel love all the time, but when we practice feeling love more and more and more, we attract loving people more and more and more. And when you work on yourself, when you educate yourself, when you learn how to deal with your emotions, when you learn what your emotions are, when you try to understand yourself, you will attract people who are exactly the same. That's just how life works. And when you are mean to other people, when you are disrespectful, of course you will attract people who are disrespectful towards you. We never have to worry about meeting the right people when we understand that we definitely will if we act the right way. You never have to ask if you meet the right people, and you never have to be scared of the future if the right person will come or not. You have it in your own hands and you can control that. When you want someone who would never ever cheat, and when you want someone who you can trust, I think the first thing we should do is learning to trust ourselves and be someone who other people can put their trust in. When you want someone who would be insane to cheat on you, be the person, be the fucking person who would never ever cheat on their partner. I always thought I have to meet a person, and it's a pretty toxic thought. I thought I have to meet a person who cannot live without me. I thought that that's the thing I should look for, but it's so unhealthy. And when it comes really down to a breakup or something, of course everyone can live without you. You can live without anyone. So I was asking myself, or I was looking for the wrong thing. I was looking for people who cannot live without me. What I really wanted and what I'm really looking for is just people who doesn't want to live without me. It's such a big difference. We think we look for people who cannot live without us, but we want people who doesn't want to live without us. And that's when they show real love, when they could leave, but they don't want to. And you show real love when you could leave, but you have to be insane to leave that person. And that's what they want. They don't want you to need them. They want you to want to be at their side. Even if you could leave, of course you could, everyone could leave. So when you're looking for a person who doesn't want to live without you, be the person who doesn't want to live without them. Don't be the person who needs them, who cannot live without them. Be the person who doesn't want to. That's like it's just one or two words in a different sentence, but it separates toxic behavior from really, really healthy and helpful and loving behavior. So if you catch yourself in the future deeply wanting something in people when it comes to relationships with you, ask yourself, am I this person? Could I be that person for them? And if the answer is yes, you're allowed to go for that. If the answer is no, you can ask yourself, do I really want that? And am I willing to be that? If you liked it, you can leave a like and you can leave a comment, of course. And I would be very, very happy if you share the video. Thank you.